Good evening, everyone. I wanted to go ahead and give my last training video. Just now posted the training video for IWM. IWM was a trade that we had taken recently in the Discord group. That trade actually went over 1,000%. It's hard to believe that we had such an amazing setup and we had the perfect entry before the big run up. The trade, we entered around $2 per contract, and then these ended up running to almost $23 a contract, so over 1,000% return on investment in less than a week. You really can't beat that. But the reason why you guys are here today is for a GME update, and I'm going to go ahead and try to do the best I can to make sure that you guys have the proper training video. The Discord group will be dissolved on the 31st of this month, so this will be one of the last really training videos for that group. But if you weren't part of the group, then stick along and listen, and if you gain anything from this, great. If not, then so be it. But during this video, I kind of just want to highlight a few things. So if you like the video, smash the like button. If you want to subscribe, get more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So to break this down, had the barcoding that was highlighted early on, kind of went into this accumulation zone in this one here. Earlier this week, what I wanted to do, or it might have been late last week actually, what I was doing was kind of highlighting this channel that we were in. And what I really like about this setup is that it is very clear cut and dry of the movements that took place following the setup coming out of this barcoded area or accumulation zone. We kind of traded sideways, which was highlighted in the last video, and then since then we reclaimed this level of support at 26.13, 26.16, and then actually pushed up, tested that $27 level that we've highlighted as being extremely critical for this trade, and then have used that now as support as well. We did see this push up to 28.85 and then another push up above $29, and this actually reclaimed temporarily that level at 29.39 that we had previously highlighted. So what's critical about this is we are still using this upper channel as resistance. So as we walk up, you can see we had a push up and then we push back right to where we were about even on that upper channel. The lower channel we are pretty far above at this point in time. So what I usually do in times like this is I will try to split this channel based off of recent movement. So it'll look something essentially like this. And so what this is this allows me to kind of see where that movement and momentum is coming from, and then more or less confirm that we will hold this 27.24 level at the same time as using this mid bar on that channel as we rise above. I've highlighted this in the past. There's a lot of clear patterns that are on these algorithms where you can see the buying and selling and highlights from beginning and end. So I had taken this level back way back when, and I was actually able to highlight that as like this candle came down and almost touched this, and then used that as support, and then we saw the push up around that time frame about mid-June. So it's been about a month since then. And so when looking at this, all these accumulation zones, or kind of like dead zones, I refer to them as barcodes. You always want to stay out of like a trade in those areas, because usually there's no decision and you're kind of just like chopping back and forth. So some people will take advantage of a swing opportunity where you could get like $1.50, if you timed this right. The only hard part about that is you could get a pretty substantial reversal that would, kind of just eat away and decay the contracts. If you're in shares, then, timing that and then using your proper support and resistance zones are critical. So what I try to do is use this channel formation along with stepping up to these prior support and resistance levels, and as long as I can see that movement, then I know that it's moving the way that I would like it to. For the setup going forward, we really need to be able to hold above this 28.19, 28.20 zone, and then stay above, and then actually make the next push to 29.37 and then hopefully reclaim that $31 level. So those will be the next levels to look out for. So go ahead and draw that for you guys. But what I envision happening is at some point in time we will come back down to this 27.30 zone and then possibly do some kind of retest. But as long as we're stair stepping and then reaping the benefits of these, that's what I'm looking for is like upward movement. I don't really want to be in a sideways movement. We could see when we were in the sideways movement, we ended up pushing lower, but I'm hoping that we can use this mid bar here as a loading spot to continue our upward momentum. If we do get into more of a like a clear skies opportunity, this 32 or 33.72 level will become critical. So when I'm looking at that, I want to alert right around that 33.72, and then try to find a way to, keep an eye on that level specifically, and then kind of just go from there. So when looking at this, you want to set your alerts. You want to have a general idea of when you're seeing the breaks upward or downward. So the alert on the bottom side would be right around this 26.16 mark. So that's what I try to do the best I can, is try to just map this out, alert properly. Really, I'm not going to get too excited over this trade until I can reclaim this 33.72 mark and then kind of go from there. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and good luck and happy investing.